It was wonderful. I believe I'm really...
A few cobwebs and some dust.
That was quite something. I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Before you left for Scotland. Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We do. Hang on! Yeah! Yeah! The key! Give me your hand! Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
That's weird. Why was the mic not working? For some reason OBS decided not to let it work. Does that mean that I did like a fucking 10-minute speech? There's no mic. That's unfortunate. I'll quickly run through it. We played this game a long time ago. I had some issues with the PC port, but also my computer. It's fixed. The port isn't fixed. My PC's fixed though. But I've managed to like find some workarounds for the port, so we're now like replaying it again, and we're starting again. So yeah, this is why it's part 1, even though we played it a while back. I am probably just gonna private the old videos. Hey ho. So we're back playing this again. I am back. Apologies for the lack of shorts and videos and streams and all that good stuff, but I am back and it should be coming out as usual from now on. Thank you for all the subs as usual. Good to see you in chat. I was just saying it's nice to see you, but particularly very interested in the type of emojis. I'm assuming they're emojis anyway, but the pictures, I guess. You obviously, yeah, Windows has been a nightmare. Have you seen? There's been a lot of problems with the AMD graphics as well. Still better than AMD, Nvidia though, AMD, but alas. But yeah, we're playing this again. It is a very Americanized version of England, I guess. I'm not quite sure what the 5th year is or what we're doing, but hey ho. We've got the character. It's pretty snazzy. I'm trying to think what else I missed out on. I made a few jokes about how buggy this game is, because it is an absolute fucking mess, but hey ho. But yeah, we're back, we're streaming, life is good. And yeah, we're going to get straight into this after I've run through it for a second time. But thank you for joining me. But yeah. Okay, so We move slow, but we can't run. So we got attacked by a dragon flying to Hogwarts because we got some key that nobody else could see. And then we teleported, and now we are here. Can you not see the emojis? I can see the emojis. I can't send any though. I don't see any to send.
We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to.
We don't actually know if George is dead at this point. The second of all, has she not just kind of doomed him? Basically sent him a poison chalice?
Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Doesn't look that faded to me. It's pretty fucking clear. It's a straight path. I can run
Mind
now.
your step.
Don't mind my step. You're the one running.
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Not going to elaborate what that ancient magic was.
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
Clearly not. Okay, we are now walking.
Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
Not below though, is it? Because we're climbing up.
Why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do.
It was
But
clearly
magic
lost
is
for the
no
good
different
reason.
than any
Also,
power.
the voice just sounds
What
so
really matters is the
robotic-y and
one who
AI.
wields
Like, it
it.
just sounds so fake. That's interesting.
Is that
Right?
ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Pretty sure when you're breaking ice, you aim for the corners, but hey ho.
Excellent!
I still don't understand why you couldn't just have done that, but we move. Yeah, like the most pointless slide ever. I do remember that part. But yeah, we played this game before. We didn't get that far due to issues, but hey ho, we're gonna carry on playing it and see where it lands us. I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan. I would say I'm a very casual fan. I do enjoy it.
There.
I just don't know everything about it. Never seen Fantastical Beasts or Fantastic Beasts. I've heard they're quite good, but never watched
We're
them.
close now.
Never read
It's
the
just
books
ahead.
either. I've only read the I've only watched the original movies. This just
Steady
looks like a
yourself.
typical like temple or church.
Reparo!
So we've got a key
Almost there.
that was given to us by his wife who died protecting the key. And then she sent it to somebody as like a poison chalice, and then they got murdered. And now we're in the middle of the nowhere hiding from a dragon that tried to murder us by a psychotic troll? Goblin? Creature
Why
thing
would someone have
is on the
built
run
this?
trying to
I
murder us.
suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
I was gonna watch a movie, but I'll watch you instead. Go and watch a movie, my dude. I mean, it's up to you. The movie, I do love a good movie here and there. This obviously will be saved, so if you want, you can just watch this another time, or you don't even have to watch it. I'll just upload the short. But it's up to you.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Interesting indeed. But what am I looking at? No. Okay. Is that like a pathway through? I feel like there's definitely a...
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
My boy. I feel like going around the back is definitely the play here. That thing is glowing.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
That looks like Gringotts. Is it Gringotts Bank?
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
Why would they
And
build
how's
a
there a
temple?
room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
Well, press it then.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Very fancy. Wake the Goblin.
Hello?
It can't be.
I'll be what?
Just a moment. Ooh. Where are we here?
What movie were you planning on watching then? I'm rather intrigued.
Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank.
Thank you.
Vault number 12, I presume.
Precisely.
The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
This way, then.
He definitely needs some nail clippers, I can tell you that much.
Stay close.
Are we not committing fraud at this point? Yeah, it's very Halloween-y season now, Spooktober.
After you.
I really want to watch a lot of the new horror movies that have come out. Saw's one, Five Nights at Freddy's is coming out. I think there's a new Conjuring movie as well. Very intrigued to watch them.
Keep your hands inside the cards if you don't wish to lose them.
That was an option. But yeah, me and Lanka are thinking of playing some horror games for Halloween. Maybe dressing up, it'd be fun. Be interesting. You a big fan of Halloween?
How many vaults are there at Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
I want to watch the new Exorcist. I've only ever watched the original. I don't know if there's multiple Exorcist movies, but I'd love to watch them.
Vault number.
Was a cop there.
Vault 12. Momentous day!
This like little armband is like bubbling away.
On your way.
Bye, Governor. What would you say the scariest movie you've ever watched has been? I do love some scary movies. Off he goes. My problem with scary movies is that...
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
I fucking said that.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container.
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
They don't count. Why did they not count? The Grudge, never heard of The Grudge. My issue is a lot of modern horror movies are gore and not a big... I don't mind gore, but it's not scary. Like, psychological thrillers are much scarier to me. Or just like weird and messed up.
Accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12. Until today.
It'd be dusty as fuck in there. I bet you they don't clean it.
Vault 12.
Sounds like a good
Thank you
movie.
for your
I'll definitely have to check it out. Is it quite an old movie? I mean, I suppose if you watch it at the cinema, it can't be that old. What type of horror is it though? Is it like gore, psychological, like slasher? Like what type of... You need to watch The Grudge. I will watch The Grudge.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected.
At least we're safe inside
Let me
here,
think.
I assume.
There must be something here.
The glowing thing at the
Revelio,
front.
perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Oh, I remember this. I hated this. The original US one was Sarah Michael. Sarah Michelle Gellar's in it. So what's the Japanese one? Well, I don't know what's the Japanese one. Isn't there another Japanesey like movie that's banned? But I love Sarah Michelle Gellar. Like, You Know What You Did Last Summer is a fucking fantastic movie. In terms of horror movies, it depends what type of angle. If you're gonna go for the absolutely like messed up, you can go like Cannibal Holocaust. That's a bad one. You can go 134 Days of Sodom. You can go Serbian Film. You can go obviously Human Centipede. There's some classics, but I like the intriguing horror movies. You know, Oculus is a good one. It Follows is a fairly good one. That's quite. The Japanese one is rubbish. Not a big. I mean, I won't watch anyway, but I'm not a big fan of subbed movies. I prefer dubbed movies personally, but I do prefer like English ones. But yeah, It Follows is good. Oculus is a good movie if you never watched that. Hereditary, that's not scary, but it was weird. It's a weird movie. It's very confusing, but Lights Out is a very... I wouldn't say it is. Yeah, Lights Out's quite a scary movie. I also watched Smile at cinemas. It's not super scary, but there's one or two jump scares that get you. Just best is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I did like... I had never really watched Buffy much, but the few episodes I did see of it, I really did, and I've never seen the movie. But, yeah. I also liked her in Scooby-Doo. Anyway, back to the Harry Potter. We're going to reveal this door that we saw
I saw something.
10 minutes ago.
Move a bit closer and try again.
Didn't even move. It's built different like that, you know?
Door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, Then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
That I shall.
Lumos!
You could have taught me how to
This
do
is
that.
no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say.
Trials and
Stay
tribulations.
close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
You could have taught me how to do the lighty thing, but you know, fair enough. I was in a horror movie once. What horror movie were you in? How old are you, if you don't mind me asking, like roughly? Like, obviously don't give me your exact age, but like roughly how old?
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
I don't know.
That glow again, but on the floor.
It looks like fire almost. Or like...
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
Revelio. I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is.
No, but it's
The
different.
reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Well, now you're gonna teach me. Thanks. I don't like this stupid minigame. A low budget one. Was it a good horror movie though? Like, was it scary? Low budget ones can often be the scariest. Practical effects for me always beat out CGI.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
That might have been a mistake.
Look out!
Protego!
Accio! Descendo! Levioso! Deposo! Exposo!
Lumos. That's all I can do is light my fucking wand. He could have actually taught me how to do stuff. I've got to let them attack me, essentially. Ow. Did we do it?
Lumos.
Did we do it? I don't get any closer. Not really see what getting closer is gonna do, but you know. And well, staying close didn't fucking help, did it?
Professor Fig!
Where
Professor,
are
where
you?
are you?
And I'm so
This isn't good.
sorry.
Where am I supposed to go?
Oh, there was like little things.
What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
What is it? Oh no, Ron.
Ah, that's where they're leading me. A global
Another statue.
Lumos.
Good job he taught me how to do all the
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. To align these statues with their reflections.
Was that not what I'm doing?
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
You could have taught me some better moves. Good old flick of the wrist. Hold Q out during Protego to stun them. See, we are learning now. For the I am trying very much.
Stupid one. Stupid one.
And my Protego does not last very long. I'm very confused at what we're meant to achieve at this point. Are we just trying to find him? This way. Oh, we can finally run now. Oh, what's this? Oh my god. It's modern art. Do we go through this? Can I go around the back? Whoop. Whoop. Oh, this is a interesting place. Investigate what this is. Don't touch it. Have you never watched any movie ever? Why would you pick it up? Natural selection.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories.
We pour that into it.
I wonder... Follow my lead.
This looks like a bird bath to me. Why are we dipping our head in the dodgy looking liquid? This is how you get it, like brain eating, like microorganisms, like brain eating bacteria.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Why do they look like
Perhaps
they're
too
from the
well.
15th century, like straight out of the
The
Renaissance?
path we've created.
Maybe impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, person.
That's a weird flexion.
We are entrusting the one who embarks on
Very,
this path with powerful
modest.
secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge. And the responsibility that accompanies it.
Nah, so we are the chosen one
We've done
before
all
the
we
chosen
can.
one. I thought he was gonna kill himself there.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never.
Prove it.
Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries.
Let's awaken it.
You, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in there.
Me and the boys.
Was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me.
Where's the rest of him?
I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Isn't he a wanted criminal?
Sir, they had the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Is this some sort of like defense mechanism? I hope that thing doesn't attack us. Just in the nick of time. Where are we now?
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
Pretty good.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both, wanted someone with your ability to end up here.
I hear the theme song.
Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Are we in the Forbidden Forest? Welcome to the wizarding world of Harry Potter. That was a very long opening sequence before the game even begins. Fashionably late as always.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock.
Did you
For the
like
moment,
that?
I ask that
The
you keep
opening?
all that's
I
happened this
did.
evening
I found it.
between you
It
and
set
me.
up a lot of
Of course,
questions.
sir. Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
I'm assuming that we play the role of the good guy, but we very much got with the voice and the look. We got very much a Slytherin, like, Tom Riddle-esque vibe about us. Man, that hat's definitely got,
Phineas,
like,
Nigellus,
headlight.
Black.
And he is black.
Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left.
He likes to
If you're
roll his
lucky,
R's, doesn't he?
We might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
If I'm lucky.
I'll be in touch.
See you in a bit. I don't know why I've got knee-high socks on, like, but you know. Questionable fashion. Candles seem like a bit of a fire hazard. There's the B-Tech Harry Potter.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
What house we gonna get, boys?
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you?
Bit nancy that, like.
You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well.
That they do.
I wonder... I detect something in you.
That
a
is.
certain sense of... what is it?
Daring.
A sense of adventure? I like to think that I'm not afraid of anything.
Oh, but you're brave at heart. exceptionally
Do
daring.
we go with the house that they give us, or do we go with our
Willing
own?
to forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
I know Ravenclaw's the worst. I just like the outfit better.
I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. You belong in Slytherin.
Slytherin. Up the boys. Now what?
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Don't worry though, it's coming later on in DLC.
It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
Dankeschön.
As I was saying...
He seems a lot
I'm
nicer
Professor
than him.
Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Off we trot.
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
What were we doing
I
before
can be
this?
quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password.
Which is?
Aspiration.
Very well.
Aspiration. You're knackered if you've got a list. Aspiration. Especially with the snake. It's quite ironic, isn't it? Holy snake of aspiration.
Well done.
He is.
Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
It's a bit weird that you share a room with like 4 other people, like. Trooper Ducky. I still don't remember what I was supposed to call you. Is this just Trooper? Is it just Ducky? Is it just Trooper Ducky? Is there an alternative name?
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Like pressures all over again.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Wonder where they're from. They're lucky they didn't end up with dragons.
Well, I suppose... No.
Sebastian?
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Oh, that was quite
It
exciting.
was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
No, it's not. We
Didn't
used
mean
some
to press.
ancient magic.
You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
He's definitely going to be evil.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are we talking dark magic? Are we talking the restricted section?
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Did we learn the killing curve?
Seems I may have
Oh,
met a kindred
Abracadabra.
spirits. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
He seems nice. Let's go and meet the other people. Hope you are all well. Do we just blank these other people? Just talk to these
do that if I were
three
you.
specific people.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Is it different characters
Don't
based
say
on
I
what
didn't
house
warn
you
you.
pick?
Checkmate. Told you. They should have listened to me.
That should.
I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Very good at riding.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before
I
classes.
don't know what Shinji's got to do with this, but you know. Your reference to you football fans right there.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
I think of a lot better things.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
That was a very inhuman reaction. Interaction. Yeah. Is he blind?
I think I heard one.
Got some funky
Doubt
eyes.
mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Is he blind, or does he just have some funny looking eyes?
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
He's definitely a Bond villain.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
What about yourself? Weird.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Words
Pleasure
up my
was all
mouth.
mine. Don't be a
Very
stranger.
ominous. Be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Cheers. Is this Violet? Can I speak to her? No, okay. No conversations with you then. Very fucking ignorant. Up the stairs we go. Got the apples and pears. Not enough Cockney rhyming slang in Harry Potter. What does that do?
Good
Okay.
morning.
We don't
I
get to
trust
see.
you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts.
Unless they
Now,
restart the
in
game.
light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
A book.
Here you are.
A magic book. A pop-up book. Do love a good pop-up book here and there.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide.
The
It
diary.
will help you to keep track of
The
what you are
pop-up
learning,
diary.
so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year.
I'm very curious why you put my name in
You would be
chat.
wise to take full advantage of this
I'm assuming it's
exceptionally
Mr. It
valuable
might be
resource.
Hit her with the book. Knock her out. To be fair, that book.
Thank you, Professor.
It does look
What
like
do you
it's
mean
quite
you keep
hefty. I
track
reckon I
of
could do
what's
some
learning?
damage with that. Them hard books can be
Perhaps
lethal.
seeing
Like
it
the
in
hardback
action
covers.
will answer any questions you may have.
Smashing
Walk
glasses,
with me
I reckon.
and we shall put it to the test.
Wasn't listening to what she said. I can't
This
lie.
way.
Hold on, this thing's going over here.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Yep. Where are we going? Up the stairs.
The guide will
Can
give
I
you
shoot her?
opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Can we commit genocide? What a weird way to start off a sentence. But can we? Like, can we murder people in this? Like, we've killed statues, but like, genuinely, if I wanted to,
Do keep up.
like, hypothetically, of course, could I go around and just
Why
massacre
don't
everyone
you
in the
cast
building?
Revelio on that statue
Revelio.
and see what details the field guide can provide.
Not reading this. We'll work it out as we go. Where are you off to?
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Well, I can hit him, but I can't hit her. Devastating, honestly. There's the silly snake again. Picking up the pace now. Right, we're gonna go left. No, we're gonna go the.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
M on map. Oh, I remember this from last time. It was an absolute nightmare trying to figure out. I'm assuming it. There. There must be a way to figure out how to find these things. Or is it just kind of like look till you find? That doesn't seem like a very good system.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
You could have given us like a cool animation instead of just like black screen and we're here.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Like Grand Central Station.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
A shithole that's overpriced. One way to put
That
it.
should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
We'll just answer it. I already know what
You
Hogsmeade is,
mentioned
but, you know, we'll just
Professor.
go through the question.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
I've had butterbeer. It's fucking horrible.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how
Defense
to defend
Against the
oneself
Dark
against
Arts.
the evils that lurk beyond these walls.
Pretty fucking
A mastery of
self-explanatory.
Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately,
Aren't they the
we are
ones that
lucky
scam
to have
people?
the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students'
Pretty sure
education
Dan
in that
Brown did a
regard.
good series on auras and psychic.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might
Do
expect.
tarot cards exist
Spells,
in this
charms,
universe? So how does
jinxes,
stuff like
all
that work?
terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time.
Yeah, that's some good
Judging
homework.
by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
No snitching here, boys.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Sounds good.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you.
Cutscenes at the start.
I was
isn't there?
hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies.
Can I look around?
Did I
No.
hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I just lied to her. I didn't massively evade. I just straight up lied to her.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself.
No,
for
that
now.
means, boys,
We
burn
don't
her.
know where this path we've embarked
Burn the
upon
witch.
will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now,
You're
as
keeping a good
capable as you
secret.
are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, And so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
We're gonna have like a Marauders map situation. Right, open the map up, boys. Here we go. That's a lot of text on the screen. This represents main quests. Completing the main quest refers to the story. Unlocking new features. Granting XP. Some quests are unlocked by spell or level. So yeah, that makes sense. So defense against the dark arts and charm. Let's go to charms first, I reckon. Practice quest.
The map is enchanted to help you find your
Funky
way.
looking emojis.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Off we go. Do I have to unlock all these? What did I do? I think I've already unlocked that one. That's where it's glowing green. I don't know even. I wouldn't even have a chance to replicate that emoji. Who the fuck did that? That's Peeves the Goose. From what I've seen, Peeves looks very much like the Ghost of Christmas Past from A Christmas Carol. Ebenezer. Right, this way. Why does everything move? Gonna go to class.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Right, in we go. Let's start this quest, please. An hour in and we're doing the first quest.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that
yes,
you
we
will take
are.
hold with the
We are
passion
indeed.
and rigor requisite of such a challenge.
Half expecting him to like
Now,
burst
everyone,
out in song
please
and
open
dance.
your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Not a clue, mate.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands.
Yeah, I'm doing what you told me
Only one book
to.
will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Smack somebody's up. There we go, boys. What is the point of this stupid minigame? Accio.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
This is the part I remember vaguely, and then after that, I think it's just a blur of like where we go. I didn't win last time. It was quite. Be interesting to see what happens.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree.
I know you want that as player.
What better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
You can definitely tell us it's a private school by how small the classes are.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Eh?
Throw me under the bus, why don't you? Show them how it's done. Is it 2? I feel like it's going to be 2.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres. Accio, relinquish your charm. That's it! Happens to... Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you.
I have to press it.
Excellent control there. Very good. Stay focused. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
We have to win this. We have to.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Do I go first?
Let us see this.
Don't lose your composure.
Watch this.
We gotta like knock the balls off.
That's it.
Here we go.
Can't I just pull hers off? We're not doing very good at this, are we?
That is how it's done.
I don't think we could physically win anymore.
Oh, that was an execution.
Right, we got a murderer. The only way.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Now we gotta win.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
He's gonna push me off.
This round settles it all.
Be sharp. Phew.
Oh, I fucking forgot. Fine. Fine. Perfectly fine.
Watch this. There we go. Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
Splendid!
Not wise.
Let
Quite
us see
nice to
this.
do. We just gotta knock that one off. It's plain and simple. It's simple. We just gotta knock that one off.
That is how it's done. Well done.
Do we have a tiebreaker? No? Okay. I mean, we didn't lose. We didn't win, but we didn't
both
lose.
of you. Well done.
Don't really know what the difference is, but you know. Would have won that if I was trying. Clearly not. There's one lesson out the way.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Still don't understand why we're wearing fire
A
eyes.
tight game. It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
What is Wagadu?
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
We just got a fucking boring castle?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
What did they use?
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Why has everyone got ties on if they're not wearing them properly?
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Let's speak with him and get on to the next
You
class.
can use
A word,
Accio and
if you
Fuse,
would.
if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
There's that insight.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Got the Yorkshire accent, that lad.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well,
Was that alright?
an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late.
Why are you giving excuses?
Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum.
Homework.
Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Yeah. Have fun. Hey, we got an achievement. So we don't go down there. Up we go.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
That I am.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Is she the one that
Samantha
didn't speak to me
Dale.
earlier? She
I've been
is.
eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Pointless interaction, but there we go. What's that on the fucking stairs?
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fine.
Right, next lesson. Some quest feature. I was reading that, but you know. Defense against the dark art. I wonder if we get to murder anybody. Gotta take the staircase. Fair enough. And have you seen how fast we are? That's surely not right. Okay, huh?
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
I think Crucio would be a much more effective way to defend myself, but...
Levioso!
I could do that with a gust of wind.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin.
No,
with a
Ron, it's
basic
not
cost.
Leviosa, it's Levioso.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Good. Well done.
Levioso!
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Who's gonna draw quicker?
Levioso. This should be easy. Protego. Protego.
I know.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Right,
understood,
okay.
Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
That was easy enough.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done. I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Writing out your killer, you know.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
No, it wasn't.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
This is the only other part I remember. The underground cockfighting, essentially.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill.
I'm to
Look
go
for
and
Lewbcon
murder some
Brassilby
children.
at Clock Tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Just stamping out the carpet. Now what? Quest. Player request. There we go. So now we know where we're going. Going the wrong way is where we're going. So here, right around, past a few things through this door, across the bridge, through another door. Where are we off to? Nobody knows. That scroll disappeared before my very definitely a pedophile. Is this the I think this is the church tower. Clock tower? Church tower.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Can I help you?
Little kid.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
Wait, what are we? 1 for 0? 1 for 1,
We'll
sorry?
make you regret signing up.
She's got a fucking face with her radio, doesn't she?
Act like a winner.
Accio.
You're better than that.
Stupid one. That's all you've got? Levioso. Levioso.
There goes my wager.
Stupefy. Levioso.
Come on.
Accio. Glad I didn't bet on that round.
Too easy.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed wands victory. Well fought.
Undefeated champion.
Hope to see you back here again.
Can I go out this way? No. What now? Go to the tower, shall we? Do a few more of these and then I will be calling it. And then, yeah, I will be back on Tuesday. I'm not sure if Lank is here on Tuesday. He may possibly not. If not, it will be another Fear Thursday where we return. But I will be here on Tuesday. Whether Lank is another matter. What's with all the classical music? But, you know. Right, how do we get over there? I'm assuming it's this way, this way.
Oh, my exams.
Revelio.
And one of them deserves more than a tea.
Funky looking cat, you know. Does it do anything or does it I'm not. What the fuck was that? The meow? What the fuck was That was a funky meow that cat had.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
No, you've said about 50 times at this point.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand.
See, I'm so good, I'm limiting myself to the borrowed wand, and I'm still battering people.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Can we go to diagonal fucking alley?
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Sounds good.
Can you tell me more about the potions?
We'll just go for all the dialogue
J.
options
Pippin's
and we'll
Potions
pop
stocks
it
a
off.
wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
Because I am
eager to get
so
to
special.
Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
What about Natty? We'll go with Sebastian.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables.
Is she natty or not, is the
Rookwood?
question.
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment,
is the
your
one
friend
to
will meet
avoid.
you at the castle
See, we're all
doors.
good now. We're
No time to waste.
we're getting our
Sooner
bearings
you
back.
complete your
Still
work,
don't quite remember
the
what
sooner
point
you
we
can
got
enjoy a
to,
butt of
but
beer at the Three Broomsticks.
to be the free broomstick. By golly gosh. I'm not going to Hogsmeade right now, am I? How do I get the challenges? Skip, isn't it? Is it? From what I remember, the last time it took ages, so I'm not gonna go Hogsmeade in this one. That can be for another time. This is just a establishing stream and getting back to where we were. Not quite there, but yeah, we'll talk to a few
there
people
you are.
and then we'll call it.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As
Fixing
Professor
a bridge,
Weasley
for
mentioned, I
example?
am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
We'll do this.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
Sounds good to me.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Revelio. This is the right area. Got it. Revelio. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Accio. Brilliant.
We just gotta grab the flying pages, and then we're done.
I trust the preliminary task.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we?
On the statue.
Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Enthusiasm.
Your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Oh, I've lost all enthusiasm from this fucking stupid thing. Oh, it's catching. It's gonna be a close one. I like how it's like a pseudo-communist symbol. It's like not a hammer and sickle, it's a hammer and wand.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Revelio. Reparo.
Can't repair it.
Accio. Reparo. Levioso.
Oh. It was not my intentions, but you know.
Accio. Reparo. Levioso. Lumos.
I swear that was the statue was supposed to fit. Hey ho.
Reparo.
I'm gonna miss the cat. I wanna pet the cat again. That is a cute cat. I hope this one doesn't have like a weird messed up meow. Yeah. Something deeply disturbing and messed up about that cat's meow. How do I save, by the way? Is this settings? Oh, look at me. Empty slot. There we go. Save complete. Yeah. Thank you all for tonight, as always. It was I don't know. It's good to be back. I've missed streaming, but it's good to be back. We're back in the groove of things. The shorts are out, the videos are out, the streams are back. Life is good. I've enjoyed playing this again. Still not quite up to where we were last time, but obviously we're 2 episodes in, so it's just a point of getting back to there. I'm not quite sure when we'll be streaming this again, because we've got this, and like I said before, we've got this and Starfield are the 2 main ones at the moment. I might even throw in a third, like Star Warsy game here and there. And then obviously we got the streams with Lang, like we were here. I will be back on Tuesday. I'm not quite sure what I'm streaming. If it'll be a joint stream, it'll probably be We Were Here. If not, it'll probably be Starfield. But yeah, thank you all for tonight. It was good to play some Harry Potter. Feeling good. No stuttering or problems as of right now. We had a little bit of an issue at the start where my mic was not working, but you know, Windows for you. But yeah, it's good. I hope you have a great a great rest of your weekend, and I will hopefully see you all on Tuesday. Thank you once again, and adios.